Okay, this is the Viper 4567 here with the Attitude Era Episode 5, WWF In Your House 15, A Cold Day in Hell. So, basically, I'm going to start the video by saying this is probably one of the worst. I thought Royal Rumble was one of the, and WrestleMania were one of the worst pay-per-views of this year, but we have found a pay-per-view that can top it. This pay-per-view was utter garbage. Like, even the main event didn't help. I don't even think save this pay-per-view, if I'm being completely and utterly honest. It's absolutely shite. I tell you what, at one stage I wasn't even going to review the fucking thing. It was absolutely terrible. A very poor pay-per-view again from WWF. And no wonder WCW were kicking their ass around this time, so let's get on with this, shall we? Because I'm not going to spend long, really. This is probably going to be the shortest review of them all, so let's get on. So in the actually this is the first time I've actually watched one of the free-for-all ones. Someone actually uploaded the free-for-all. Rockabilly defeating Jesse James in yet another shit match. The best thing was it basically Rockabilly done a DDT on Jesse James for the win, and that was about it. Literally not even 3 minute match. Yeah, no wonder it was called free-for-all. So yeah, that was it really. Then they had an interview with Ken Shamrock as well, which was, yeah, great. So let's get on to the main show. Hunter Hurst Helmsley defeating Clash Funk in a shit match. Basically a very, very shit match. I give it half a star. Like, it was an absolute terrible match. Funk starts off doing some arm drags and a nice drop kick, then another drop kick from Funk that makes Triple H fall over the top rope to the floor, which was actually kind of nice. Then Funk then with a nice clothesline from the second rope, basically onto Triple H, onto the outside of the ring. China gets involved a lot in this match. This first one was when she clotheslined him from behind, and then a nice right hand from China, and Triple H then pins Funk, which gets only a 2 count. Nice face buster then from Triple H, and probably the move of the match. Triple H pushes Funk from the apron of the ring, and then he basically hits his face off against the entrance ramp, the end of it anyway. Looked really fucking cool, I must say. Funk then with a spinning leg drop for 2. He goes then for his 450 splash, but Triple H pushes him onto the ropes crotch first, and then a suplex, and then the pedigree gets the win. After the match, then China basically just puts Flash Funk, basically carries Flash around most of the ring, and then basically crotch first onto the ropes. Yay. So as I said, this match was pretty mediocre, if you ask me. I'm going to give it half a star. Next time we had Mankind defeating Rocky Maivia in yet another crap match. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know, in the first one, this is me episode 5 now, and really the crowd couldn't have given a fuck in any of these things. Yeah, fair enough, the wrestling has been great. Maybe in this show actually they were probably a little bit more vocal. But like, I know that wrestling's crappy, but come on, like, show some fucking enthusiasm or something. The match itself was just added, I think, basically, because like, there was no build-up whatsoever. They were showing Mankind against Undertaker, sure, about what happened with Paul Bearer. But Rock and Mankind both go for a clothesline, and they both hit each other. I think the only good things is Mankind does a rolling somersault from the apron ring onto the Rock, and then Rock bottom Mankind on the entrance ramp, which looked nasty. Mankind wins by putting on the Malamute Claw after Rocky doing his crossbody move, and he taps out. So yeah, that's basically it. So another mediocre match, and I'm going to give it half a star. Next match then is for Faarooq defeating Ahmed Johnson in a gauntlet match, obviously, which includes Crush and Savio Vega. Another crap match. Crap is the theme of this pay-per-view, folks. Crush starts off first. Yeah, the crowd couldn't give a fuck either did I, to be quite honest. Johnson misses a diving elbow, which leads to a crap looking super kick from Crush. Crush then gets on the second rope and does a flying clothesline. That gets 2. Crush then goes for his hard punch, but Johnson ducks, and a spinning heel kick gets the win. Savio Vega is next in. He survives the power slam, which gets only a 2. And then what does he do? He goes out and hits him a few times with a steel chair, basically getting himself DQ and but basically softening them up then for Faarooq, which kind of made sense. But yeah. Obviously, then Faarooq is next. Johnson gets a sit down powerbomb on Faarooq, which gets 2. Then the win comes basically from Faarooq doing his dominator, and yeah, that's it basically. Another shite match again, half a star at very best. Sorry to say, folks, but it was just and the shit matches. Well, the next match wasn't bad. It was a little bit better, we'll say. It was Ken Shamrock defeating Vader in an okay match, really. To be fair, it was a submission match. By far the best match of this fucking card so far. Like 1997, God, it was an awful year. Well, the first 5 pay-per-views so far, and I heard King of the Ring isn't anything fucking better either. But sure, I'm going to continue doing these videos because I enjoy reviewing, really, to be quite honest. Like, yeah, the pay-per-views are not great, but sure, it's something to talk about. We start off with a nice suplex takedown from Shamrock. I was going to say Shamrock Rovers, sorry. On Vader, that was nice. And then another German suplex from Shamrock on Vader. Shamrock then goes for the ankle lock on at least 2 or 3 occasions, at least. Ken does then a nice straight, basically stiff kicks to the leg, which was nice. Vader then with a stiff clothesline on Shamrock. Vader then gets Shamrock into a suplex position. Just basically that, and just throws him out of the ring. Vader then gets his nose broke. I think his nose does break throughout this match and he's pissing blood. Vader slams Shamrock's face into the steps twice. Vader misses a top rope moonsault, which he done very well. Like, I think he missed was basically the impact onto Shamrock. Shamrock then does some nice punches and kicks in this. So the match itself was pretty poor. Vader done any submission that he did looked absolutely wank. Vader then with a nice right hand was fucking beautiful. Even Mike Tyson would have been proud of. Shamrock wins with an ankle lock on Vader. It looks like he actually broke his ankle throughout this match. But overall, it was an okay match. Wasn't good, wasn't great. It was just okay. I give it 1 1/4 star at best. But still, it was the best match of the card so far, until the main event, of course. So, as I've said, folks, this review is not going to be long. Because the next match is the main event, Undertaker defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin to retain the WWF Championship. And actually a good match. It was borderline very good. Austin obviously won the number 1 contendership match against Bret Hart the following month at Revenge of the Taker. So this is what led to this. Throughout the whole, obviously, at the start of the event, Bret Hart and all the Hart Foundation said they were going to be sitting at ringside at some point in the pay-per-view. That's when Austin and Taker stare down. That's when they came out. It's basically, obviously, coming out to obviously distract them to come out and do something in this match. So obviously, that's what they were doing. So, which they had tickets for the show. Obviously, I think it was actually at first we saw this on the free for all. Austin then goes over to Owen Hart, literally the start of it, starts punching him. Taker takes advantage, slams Austin into steps, and then punches Owen back into the crowd. And Bulldog also gets a slap as well for his troubles. Back into the ring then, a flying clothesline from Taker gets a 2 count. Austin then with a headlock, which lasts like literally forever. Austin then works on Taker's knee for a little bit, then Austin slams Taker's leg into the ring post twice. Taker goes to walk the ropes, but Austin pushes him cross first onto the ropes. Taker misses an elbow drop. Austin rams Taker's knee then into the apron of the ring. Austin obviously still working on the knee of the Undertaker. Taker then also works Austin's leg, obviously with the knee brace. Where are we now? As I just said, which is the bad knee. Then Austin goes low. Taker goes low. Just for basically a low blow for your troubles. Taker then gets a choke slam, but Austin has the wherewithal to leave the ring. Austin comes back in after Austin throws first into the ropes from the other. Austin doing that to the Undertaker, comes back in, gets a stunner, gets the pin, but the referee does not count because Brian Pillman is ringing the bell. Then Taker goes for a tombstone, that reversed, basically to do a reverse sequence. Austin goes for a tombstone, but that gets reversed then to the proper tombstone from Taker and gets the win. So then the Hart Foundation come in and attack the Undertaker. While Bret Hart basically is sitting in the crowd on his own, Austin comes out, attack into the crowd and attacks him. Then steals Bret's crutch and attacks the Hart Foundation with it. So, and then he stunners the Undertaker. So overall, the pay-per-view itself wasn't very good, as I've said. So the pay-per-view score is a 1.75. So overall, very disappointing. So the next pay-per-view is King of the Ring, which is 99. It's the next one. We'll be doing that soon. So hopefully, obviously, I've heard bad reviews of King of the Ring, but I'm still going to do it. So, as I said, overall, I'm going to give this a 1.75, the worst pay-per-view so far of this 1997 series so far. And so yeah, so this was the Viper 4567 signing out. Please subscribe and comment down below and let me know what you think. So I will see you guys soon. So take it easy.